Come on, bro. Come on, Argo.
It's a beautiful morning.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm so thankful to be here with you.
Come on. Come on, bro.
And I'm so thankful to God for everything.
Yeah.
He has given me all good things coming from God.
Right.
Yes. Especially when I think about all the sin that has been in my life. How much I have hurt other people and how much I have hurt God.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I should never forget I need God's grace every second in my life. I need Jesus in my life every single second.
Amen.
And I know that this is God who gave me all I have. An awesome family,
Amen.
beautiful and spiritual wife, who's my best friend.
Come on.
A big spiritual family, many brothers and sisters all over the world, and great kids.
Come on.
Our wonderful daughter, Ann-Kathrin, and our son, Aaron.
Amen. Come on.
He was born, that's right. Strong little man with a lot of white curls, like Daddy used to have anyway. I have proof. I have a lot of pieces. And every dad, believes that his son is going to be something great.
Come on.
Greater than dad, of course. And I was trumpet player. I was professional trumpet player 12 years, and I was sure. I prayed that he would be better trumpet player, best trumpet player in Europe. And I prayed that he would be a powerful evangelist and basketball player.
Oh, I know.
Come on.
I wanted him to be a
That's what we're told.
like
Like that.
he used to be. And of course, maybe not, if he's evangelist and not play professionally, but at least to be better player than my best friend's sons.
There you go.
But then something happened. One day, we started to notice that our most beautiful, smartest son, Aaron, starts to act strange. He was 1.5 years old back then. Healthy, normal, awesome, beautiful kid. Suddenly, he lost all the words he could say when he was 1.5. He stopped eating. The only thing he seemed to fit his taste was milk. And he started eating wood. He chewed the furniture in our house that were made of wood. He chewed holes into the windowsill, stools, tables. He ate a few inches of his bedposts. He ate 3 inches of a door in the kitchen. And he tried his teeth at the cement walls. And then he stopped communicating with the world totally. He sat by himself, repeating some certain movements. He wasn't interested in anybody around him, and he never looked in the eye. Then he stopped sleeping. During 2.5 years, he didn't sleep at all. Maybe 1-2 hours, 1 day a week. We found out that he was autistic, severely autistic. And our life was turned upside down. We had to reevaluate many things in our life and to move again. At this moment, we had responsibility for Baltic states and 4 churches in Baltic states. And then we had to move back to Sweden, where we were baptized and set it out, like 7-8 years before that. First, I didn't want to think about this problem too much. My wife, Anudi, she cried in the beginning, and she came later too, where she shared about our son to others. I looked at her and I didn't understand. Everything will go right. Don't worry. Almost 1 year later, I started to realize that I have not let myself think about the situation at all. It wasn't even conscious denial. I was unconsciously blocking the thoughts. It was kind of self-defense. I started to realize that kids with Arnold condition will never be able to look after themselves, never get married, never be able to live by themselves, actually never even go to the restroom by themselves. I understood that I'm never going to hear him say, "I love you, Dad." This moment, I felt like I was run over by a truck. Next morning, I walked in a park for hours and couldn't stop crying. I didn't understand why. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ. I wanted to go.
Come on.
I pray every day. I study Bible with others. I'm planting churches. I'm asking God to change me every day. And I want to please Him. And I'm asking Him to heal my son. Why He doesn't? Why? God, why? Then one brother in the church was going through tough times himself, told me, "I have learned to take no for answer." And what was his moment? I thought that, okay, I kind of understood something. I remembered somebody who was ready to take no for answer. In Gethsemane, 2,000 years ago. In the 1 Corinthians 11, 23 to 25,
Come on, Argo.
Paul says, "For I received from the Lord what I also passed on to you. The Lord Jesus, on the night He was betrayed, took bread, and when He had given thanks, He broke it and said, 'This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me.' In the same way, after supper He took the cup, saying, 'This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this whenever you drink it in remembrance of me.'" So, Jesus wants us to remember Him, to think about Him. We are so busy with our lives. But we need to sit down sometime and really think and remember Jesus and everything He has done in our lives.
Come on.
In another passage, Peter saying, 2 Peter 3, 2 Peter 3:1, he's saying, "Dear friends, this is now my second letter to you. I have written both of them as reminders to stimulate you to hold some thinking." Wow. Peter wants to wake us up, to stimulate us to think. When you reading the Bible, are you stimulated to think?
Come on. Come on.
Is it hard to think? Sometimes it's better just to read, Read and you go. But in the middle of sufferings, what are you looking for? I usually look for the chance to forget. Let's go to Hebrews 11.
Come on, bro.
11, verse 17 to 19.
Come on, Argo.
Hebrews 11 is incredible chapter talking about faith. And verse 17 says, by faith Abraham, when God tested him, offered Isaac as a sacrifice. He who had received the promises was about to sacrifice his one and only son. Even though God had said to him, it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned. Abraham reasoned that God could raise the dead. And figuratively speaking, he did receive Isaac back from death. What a powerful story.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just trying to image all this situation. Abraham has Isaac with him, and they're going up to the mountain. Isaac asking, I don't have any sacrifice here. So, no, don't worry. Like, I just thinking like, what a powerful moment. And if I don't trust God, what a terrible moment. Terrible. I wouldn't even go to the mountain if I don't trust God, right?
Come on.
And he had Isaac, like, he understand, okay, God, he promised me that from Isaac we're going to be just like a big nation, powerful nation, God's people. Yeah. And now he says, take Isaac and go to the mountain and sacrifice. In this moment, we feel that it doesn't make sense what the Bible says. Right? It doesn't make sense what God says to us to do or to understand. But what I didn't really recognize before was that Abraham was reasoning. What a great sacrifice about this great sacrifice. Yep. He was reasoning. I would be just bitter, like grumbling. What's nothing to do? He said to me, it's going to be my son. Now I have my son. Now I need to go. This is me. I would go there and be bitter all the way up. And I don't know, even don't go all the way up. Just stay home and crumble that. Yeah. But he took his son and he was going to the mountain and he was reasoning. At the same time, he was reasoning that God gave me Isaac. God wanted to have a great nation from Isaac. And he couldn't figure it out. He will provide. Yeah. It was actually how he named this mountain after. Right. God will provide. So, are you reasoning often about God's will? My first reaction in suffering is, I will do everything to forget. Yeah. I don't want to reason. I'm trying not to think at all about this matter. To forget. To get busy with something else.
Come on, bro.
And get bitter. Get bitter. Crumble. That means that I don't trust God, actually. God wants that the thought situation and His words would stimulate us to think, to go to Jesus, to have total trust in Him. In this kind of situations. In Gethsemane, Jesus was inspired to pray, to reason, to remember God and His purpose. He was ready to take no for an answer and continue to do God's will. I remember a poem I was reading a long time ago. I asked God take away my pride. God said, no. It is not for me to take away, but for you to keep it up.
Come on.
I asked God to make my autistic child low. God said no. His spirit is old. His body is only temporary. I asked God to grant me patience. God said no. Patience is byproduct of tribulations. It is granted. It is earned. I asked God to give me happiness. God said, no. I give you blessings. Happiness is up to you. I asked God to spare me pain. God said, no. Suffering draws you apart from worldly cares and brings you closer to me.
Amen.
I asked God to make my spirit grow. God said, no. You must grow on your own, but I will prune you to make you fruitful. I asked for all things that I might enjoy life. God said, no. I will give you life so that you may enjoy all things. I asked God to help me love others as much as He loves me. God said, oh, finally, you have an idea. Now looking back, I can see how God has been working through this situation.
Come on.
We had to move back to Sweden because we didn't have any help in the United States with the situation. And we got tremendous help from Swedish government. Aaron have one of the best schools, so only 11 autistic child is in the school, so he has 2 people all the time with him. He has the best therapists, best doctors. Every day they go to swimming with him, do rock climbing, go-kart, like skiing, every possible thing they are doing with him during the day. And he has also, he has actually 24 hours, 2 people all the time with him.
Wow.
He's now 15 years old. He is longer than me. Not so yet, but he's 15 old. So he's, but he doesn't talk anything. And he's a very happy child. And he's glad. He really needs his routines every day. If this is there, he loves the people who's working with him. This is his friends. And he's a glad boy. Happy boy. I just think like how God really used this situation, because if we would stay in the Baltic states, we would really know what's going on in the movement.
Right.
And He took us out from the situation. We were totally dependent of the salary we get and all the information we got there. And before all this drama happened to our former fellowship. And we came back to Stockholm and we saw like, wow, things have changed. So we opened our Bible, we tried to help these people change, and they didn't want it. They said, open Bible is American way. So we have Scandinavian way, we don't open Bible, and we have other things we do. And we kind of, we tried to do everything until they kicked us out from the church. Later they disfellowshipped all our family. But from this moment already, we wasn't dependent to the salary. I have seen so many people who said, yes, things are wrong. Okay, things are not biblical, but I can't do anything. I can't lose my salary. I have family. I need to take care of it. So God helped us take out. Otherwise, I think like probably we would be these people who disfellowship others because of communicating with Kid McKee or anybody else from the new movement. I'm absolutely sure we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be saved if the new movement and together with the new movement without this situation. But you know what is most important? Our son Aaron is saved. He's saved. Our first and strongest prayer before he was born was that he would be saved. He would make it. And of course there was the basketball and football. It was all after that. I remember I was on my knees and I prayed, please help that he would be saved. That I would see him in heaven. One thing is certain, guys. He is saved. He is saved. Me and you, we have to fight and figure it out to get there. But he is going to be there.
Amen.
Do you imagine sometimes how it's going to be there in heaven? How are we going to feel? How are we going to see everybody? How are we going to have chat with God, Jesus, Peter, Moses? You know, I imagine a lot. I do it often. I imagine that I'm there, and then I see a young man coming towards me. And then I recognize him. Wow. This is my son Aaron. And he's coming closer, closer. And then I hear him say, the very first time, "Hi, Dad." And I say, "Hi, my son." And then he say, "I love you, Dad." And I say, "I love you very, very much, my son." I will pray that it will happen. And I know it's there. I need God. I need your help. I need everybody in the kingdom to help me to get there. We all need each other.
That's right, bro.
But God is so merciful. God is so awesome. Through this situation, have we learned to trust Him more and more and more. For conclusion. Come on. I was praying for strength. And God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I was praying for wisdom. And God gave me problems to learn to solve. I was praying for prosperity. And God gave me brain and broad work. I was praying for courage. And God gave me dangers to overcome. I was praying for love. And God gave me troubled people to help me. I was praying for favors. And God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted. I received everything I needed.
Amen.
My prayers have been answered.
That's awesome.
Let's pray together.
That's awesome, bro.
God, you are awesome. And I'm not. But I know that when I'm close to you, I'm awesome too. You are so loving, Father. You gave your Son to us. I can't even imagine that. This is immeasurably more what I'm doing. It's immeasurably more what Abraham had to go through. You really gave your Son for us. Help us to remember always the sacrifice. Help that His blood helps us to remember. Help us to think. Helps us to just sit down, take a little bit time to think about you and about everything what is around us. Help us to reason over your sacrifice and also to reason over our sufferings and our sacrifice. It's nothing compared with you. Thank you so much for giving your Son to us. And right now when we're going to break bread and take wine, we understand that this is your Son's body. Help us to build up your Son's body all over the world.
Yes, God, please.
And we know that this is just saved disciples who building building up your church. Church doesn't save us. Your son. Your son's sacrifice saves us. And now when we're together, help us to remember that.
Yes, sir.
We want to be close to you, God. And we know that we have been praying a lot of things. We have been feeling sometimes that you don't answer to prayer, but help us today. Sometimes, no, for an answer. And we know this is what you want us to see and to feel and to get. This is immeasurably more than what we can even ask or imagine. We know that sometimes we don't receive what we want. But always we receive